What's up, preppers? Welcome back to another video. I said I would give you a little update of what's going on with me, so that's what I'm here to do today. After the hike that I've done, if you've not seen that, check the video out. But after the 90-mile 4-day charity hike I did, realised probably is not in the best fitness condition as I've been in the past, and really wanted to change that fact. So started training again, and as part of that training, I have re-signed up for the military, for the reserves. I'm currently going through the application process at the moment. I've got a latest copy of the British Army fitness book and the guide, so I'm following a lot of that setup to try and get ready for that. It's a lot more cardio than I've been doing in the past. Usually I've just been doing heavy weightlifting, things like that, so it's definitely a change up to my fitness regime. But yeah, the idea is get into the reserves for multiple factors, one of which being giving you guys some awesome new content, of course. Fitness side of things, I mean, getting paid to be a reserve is cheaper than paying for a personal trainer, and it's probably one of the best personal trainers you could possibly have. I'm going to be joining the Duke of Lancaster Regiment, infantry, and yeah, so it's not on a whim. It's something I was considering a few years back, but life got in the way. Things changed rapidly with my personal situation, but I think I'm finally at a stage now where I can actually commit the time to do that. If the current state of the world carries on the way it is, I would rather be in a position where I can do something about it. And signing up like this is probably the one way I can do that, and not just protect my home and my family, but the country, should it ever come to that. In the meantime, the preps have started to increase in speed, and I will get some footage recorded as I'm going through this whole process of increasing my preps. I've just acquired a new storage unit for an additional location. That is not just clearing some space in the house, which can be used for preps, but will also store some as well. So I'll give you a little look at that. Not too much detail on that, don't want to tell everyone where my stashes are, but yeah, I'll just go into a bit more detail of that soon. I've literally just signed the lease on that today, so I'll be starting to unload space today and load up that unit. Because of everything I'm doing, it might slow down on the actual content coming on the channel over the next few weeks. Not so much for the lack of recording, but just the lack of time to sit and edit it. I will do my best to carry on at the same sort of rate I am, but I'm just pre-warning you, if it slows down, this is the reason. It's not because I've stopped prepping, it's because I've increased the rate that I'm prepping at. My preps are going to be purely centralized around preparing for the knock-on effects of a European conflict. So if World War III does escalate and it comes to NATO versus Russia, not preparing for a direct strike on the UK at this stage. Don't quite have the money to dig myself a bunker, but to prepare for the shortages that we would have, the fuel shortages we'd have, the blackouts we could have, all of that is what I'm going to be centering all these new preps on. It's all still going to be within quite a strict budget, so I'll keep you updated with that, give you my little hints and tips and show you what I'm getting for how much and where and why. And generally, lots of new DIY projects in the making. Hopefully, all of this will remain a hobby for the next few years and we can carry on as we are. I'll be aiming to make this prepper meet in Scotland that I'm part of the organisation of one of the best we can do, with as many demonstrations and things like that and all the stuff for you that we possibly can. That is 60% sold out already, so make sure you don't miss out on that. The details are always on the community page. And finally, it's going to be getting the family more involved in prepping. So we know that it's always a battle trying to convince people who don't prep about how to prep and what to do. So I'm going to be focusing on how to prepare people without scaring them. It comes to partners and children, getting them involved with the channel, getting them involved with the preparation itself, and just making sure if anything does happen to me, if I am a reservist and get called up, that they are able to look after themselves and be self-sufficient without me present. So it's one of the key factors of rejoining the military that I really have to take into account, the fact that if I'm not here for an extensive period of time, then they are well catered for. Lots going on. Hopefully be able to get the content onto you in good time, but it'll involve the training process and going through the medical for the military, as well as increasing our preps, showing you the new storage space, and lots more projects coming. And of course, I don't want to neglect the podcast side of things. So if you want to be a guest or you know somebody that wants to be a guest, please get in touch. I'll still be doing the Prepper podcasts. The best thing about them is we don't edit them. Same as the Prepper Fireside. We don't edit them, so it's just a case of record and off you go. So the more of them we can get on, the merrier. So we'll definitely be carrying on with that side of things as well. Hopefully, even though I am close to the upper limit of the age restriction to join the army, I'll be able to get fit enough and be able to get in there and start to show you some footage of how that journey works and how that's worked out for me. Not only that, as a prepper, there is other considerations with that. There is access to equipment that I usually wouldn't have access to. So that could be handy in a really bad Teotihuacan situation. Thanks for your continued support, guys. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know the type of videos you'd like to see on the channel over the next few months, and I'll certainly do my best to accommodate what you'd like. Thank you. Bye.